This is a game that I have been waiting for a while now. This is Outworld Station, and it is a automation game base builder set in space and around a planet. Anyway, Orbital Potato, let's jump into it. And as we apparate into the world, this is our hub. We have a hub. We have also got a little... Thank you very much. We have also got a little sort of robot thing here, which we can use to drag resources around. Very, very cool indeed. We got a couple of different objectives up in the top right-hand corner: to manufacture titanium, to manufacture carbon, to manufacture a little bit of gold. And in order to do that, we're going to have to build out our hub, and we're hopefully going to be able to build up a little bit of a base here. Now, we have got a couple of different buildings that we can build sort of straight off the bat. Obviously, that number of buildings is going to increase over time. We start the game with a couple of resources in storage. I will move everything into my, what is this, little robot thing. Either way, that's just going to allow us to enter the build menu and start to build out what we have got here. We'll build a connector unit right over yonder, which is nice. And then we will probably start building what is the most important resource, or the most important building in this game in order to get resources, I should say. This is an atomizer. If we throw one of these bad boys down, what we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to drag resources into the atomizer, and bada bim, bada boom, we are going to be able to, there we go, look at that, nab some titanium and some carbon ore just from the regular old asteroids. Perfect, it's coming in there. Different asteroids contain different things. For example, you can see that this asteroid has got a little bit of gold in it, which means that, there we go, we've got a little bit of gold ore coming out. That is all looking good. Now, our little robot over here can collect multiple different asteroids at a time, but not above the max weight. So that is an important point to note, and we can throw them all into the atomizer at the same time. Now, what we're going to want to do is we're probably going to want to have multiple different atomizers, but certainly, you know, at least for now, one is just fine. Either way, after we have dragged the resources into here, it's time to think about production, and we're going to use the smelter in order to do that. We're going to just throw the smelter on, sure, let's throw it on behind, to the side. Sure, let's throw it onto the side of the atomizer over there. The smelter, very simply, we need to select a recipe. In this case, we're going to make some titanium, which is grand, and then we can enter the link mode, and then we can set up a link between the atomizer and also between the smelter and the hub, so that the resources, i.e. the specific titanium ore resources, are going to get moved from the atomizer automatically into the smelter, which is grand, and then the completed resources, as you can see through this little bit of see-through connector, is going to be moved into the hub, and we should start to accrue a little bit of titanium over there, which is very nice. Okay, I'm going to build things out. I'm going to build some more smelters. I'm going to build smelters for each and every one of these resources, and then we will see where that leaves us. Okay, look at that. We've got a good thing going over here. So we've got gold being produced in these two smelters. We've got a little bit of carbon being produced in these two smelters. We have got loads of titanium being produced because we need loads and loads of it. And then we've also got a little bit of, what is this, glass fiber, which is just the resource that is made from silica at the moment. Now, obviously, we're not doing any transformation of resources at the present moment. We have got some solar panels, which I have yet to actually use, but that's fine. We'll get to that in a little bit. But we're not doing any sort of resource transformation. I do indeed believe that that is the next stage. Main objective has been completed. The station has been expanded a little bit. We have now unlocked a matter printer. And that is going to allow me to unlock or build, I should say, the hull plating and a whole bunch of other stuff which just disappeared. The point is, though, is that it is these hull plates which I am using to construct all of these different buildings. So that is really important. Also, this is our power situation. We're currently using 35 megawatts, so it's probably prudent that I think about sort of next sort of steps with regards to power. Definitely the first thing that I need to do is get down a matter printer. Yeah, I think what we're going to do is we're going to throw down a little extendy boy over here. I love to see all of the different packages flowing through. That is really satisfying. Also, looks like I'm going to need to collect some more asteroids and throw them in there. If we can't manufacture, if we can't build the If we can't build the matter printer, and it looks like we don't have enough hull plates in order to do that, then we can use the synthesizer on our little asteroid over here, if we're able to collect a little bit of titanium, which of course there's a whole bunch of titanium that is just chilling in the storage bin over there. We will synthesize, beautiful, a little bit of hull plating. It doesn't need to necessarily be a huge amount, just needs to be a little bit. I think, what was it, 15 plates or something? Brilliant. And we throw down a matter printer over here, and suddenly, what do you know, we have managed to set up the production. I need to link that back into the hub. I mean, I don't necessarily need to link it back into the hub. We could link it into a storage unit. For example, over here, we could have a storage unit for all of our sort of fancy and complicated parts, which might not necessarily be the craziest idea in the world. And I actually kind of dig that idea, to be honest. Yeah. Well, I might just do that. Either way, we need to get all of these sort of different things. They're all just basic. They're all just basic evolutions of what we had before. The hull plating is just titanium. The basic frames, I believe, is just more titanium. Fiber optics is just the glass shards or whatever, and then the composite is just the sort of refined carbon. So it's literally just a case of getting all of the basics in place before we press on, but I'm going to nip around, collect a few asteroids, and then see if we can expand our production a little bit. Okay, I've just built an extra matter printer and a little bit of a storage unit to do that thing that I was talking about. We are, however, completely out of power, so it looks like I'm going to need to build a few solar panels. Now, I think in terms of solar panels, we're going to build out a little bit of a sort of structure over here. I like to try and keep everything sort of like reasonably sort of separated. Now, the interesting thing about solar panels is that we need to effectively select them and direct them towards the sun. Now, the sun does actually change in terms of, there we go, alignment, perfect, that's good. Yeah, so the sun does change in terms of where it is, so we can max out the efficiency of these panels, which is exactly what we want to be doing, but we can also sort of let that slip if we want to. Oh, and what do you know, we've got all of the resources required in order to complete the next mission in the storage. Turns out they only count towards the objective if they are in the hub. Well, no worries. I can quite happily move them on over. No issues whatsoever. Okay, what have we got? New modules unlocked. We got a fabricator, energy storage, and an artifact analyzer. Looks like there's a whole bunch of sort of more complicated, sophisticated stuff coming our way. What are the next objectives that we have to produce? Oh yeah, I should point out that I've got these two matter printers doing hull plating, these two doing basic frames, these two doing composites, and then the two up at the back doing fiber optics. I think it's probably the best way of doing it. It's a little bit sort of condensed, but whatever, that's fine. Right, nanoplating. This is produced at a fabricator. Reinforced frames also in a fabricator, and an artificial diamond is in a matter printer. Well, we've already got the matter printers, and there's space over here for more, so we can perhaps explore that in just a little bit. Let's get... Oh, yeah, we'll pick up all of these resources that I dropped off for the... Oh, a meteor strike is incoming. Oh, this is interesting, because this is going to give me the opportunity to perhaps show off the combat mechanics. Now, if I press the E button, I can jump into combat mode, and there are, like, occasionally little enemies that are just sort of, like, chilling around here, but there are also, more importantly, occasionally some big global threats. In this case, some asteroids. Also, the deeper that I go into space, the more, you know, shifty stuff that I'm going to come across. But we can go out here and, look at this. You see, there's a defense station over there. Well, I'm not really interested in checking out the defense station. Oh. Well, that asteroid did the job for me, or the meteor strike did the job for me. I'm going to yoink these thingies whilst I'm over here. It is incredible how fast this little spaceship flies, believe it or not. Okay. In there, throw it all in. Beautiful. Right, back to the grind. What do I need? I need some of these connectors. An artifact analyzer, not interested in building that quite yet. I'm interested in building a fabricator. I should just move all, to be honest, because I'm not really picking up stuff in particular. I'm just taking everything. Right, let's have a little look at this fabricator over here. See what this does. This is going to allow me to build the nano plating. That is going to require some new stuff. Is that something that we can produce at the... Yeah, this is molecular bonding, which we produce at the smelter. Okay, that's fine, and that requires silica. Sure. Right, so nanoplating, we'll get one of nanoplating, and we'll just sort of preemptively build the other fabricator over here. We'll get that all linked in. We'll send it all back to... Send it all back to the hub for now. You're set up to do that. That's brilliant. You're set up to do... this. Yeah, I kind of... I've got this little storage unit, which is great and all, but the problem is that I kind of need everything that we have in it to be in the hub, because that's where I'm going to be dragging from, and it does make sense to have everything coming into the hub. I mean, to be fair, it's not like we're maxing out the storage space at the moment. Max item output is 240 per minute. That should be okay. If we do need to sort of address that, then we can always link up a sort of direct route. But for now, we'll move everything from the storage unit into the hub. That's fine. The other thing that I want to do is I would like to extend this out by 2. And then expand this by 1. This by another 1. Let's throw in some additional... There we go. Beautiful. Some additional struts. We'll select the molecular bonding. Molecular bonding. That's good. So, as long as we've got silica in the... Oh, wow. We got loads of titanium here, actually. As long as we've got silica coming through, then we should have the molecular bonding working. No issues whatsoever. So, that's at least looking good. So, we should be able to start on the molecular fabricator. The artificial diamonds. Let's address that over here with 2 matter printers. Excellent. Is this going to be enough? Artificial diamond, it's literally just carbon, which is super easy. Get that set up. That set up over there. Stick it into the storage unit. Stick it into the storage unit. Again, we can throw it back into the hub in just a little bit. No issues whatsoever. A couple of fabricators later, and we have got all of the resources required for a station expansion number 3. These 2 are on nano plating, and you are on reinforced frames. Boom, let's get that completed. Now, I can still expand stuff out. I've left a little bit of space. I've also added on a few extra smelters that are making titanium bars. We're not really able to manufacture titanium fast enough. I still have like loads and loads of titanium just chilling out in the atomizer over here. It's fine. It's okay. It's not a huge dealio. We can adjust that as we go. Now, what do we have to make next? We've got an Aeon hopper and some computers. So, computers are going to be made in the fabricator. Let's see if we can immediately... Oh, I've also got a miner. This is great. This is really useful. Small shipyard as well. That's fine. Let's yoink all of this stuff out of here. Also, looks like we need a few more of these basic frames. Yeah, let's add on a few additional of the matter printers so that we can make some more basic frames, because I just do not produce these things fast enough right now. Okay, I'm out here destroying some meteors. Or meteors from a meteor strike. However, now that we've got access to the mine, a meteor core. Unstable, will explode after a time. Yeah, I'll yoink those and take them back. Okay, yeah, we've also passed over a derelict ship. We need a computer. We need to supply it with a computer in order to unlock it. But there's also, you know, like little islands like that, which, let's throw this in here real quick. There we go. Hopefully that doesn't explode and destroy everything. Did you start chasing me? Yeah, you absolutely did. We can go and destroy you. That's fine. No issues there. You do drop some components, which is quite nice. However, there are like little islands like this, and I do believe it is these... A little plasma turret on there. Oh, you do shoot back. That's fine. Yeah, there's a little, yeah, this is a titanium ore... Ooh, it's a little bit of loot. Titanium ore node. We construct a miner on this, and we're able to extract resources, which is quite nice. There's also a bunch of sort of resources around this ship here. Modules are low on power. Don't worry, I'm heading back right now. That's fine. It's probably just going to take us, you know, a few seconds to realign the solar panels. Actually, no. Probably need to build another solar panel. I've not got a huge amount of resources spare at the present moment, but we can at least build a couple of additional solar panels. There we go. 1, 2, 3. That will at least help out. And get you aligned. Perfect. Get you aligned. Perfect. And you aligned. Brilliant. Okay, now that we've fixed this sort of basic frame issue, I think we are good. I think we must be near our max item output. I think this is probably a little bit of a problem, but hey, that's okay. I'm going to build another fabricator now. In fact, I need to build 2 additional fabricators. 1 to build circuit boards, 1 to build computers. Let's go and get that set up. Okay, 2 brand new fabricators online, 1 making circuit boards, the other making computers. Also installed a storage unit over here, which I'm going to use to store effectively all of the outputs from the fabricators. Just means that we're not using the sort of throughput capacity over here. Yeah, there's probably some more optimization that I can make in that regard, but it's okay. Right, miners, we're actually able to build them basically as soon as we build our first computer, which will be no time at all. In fact, we're just about ready to crank one out. The other thing that we need to build is a small shipyard, and I am going to do that. Is it over here that I want to build a small shipyard? Kinda. Well, let's extend it out a little bit. We'll build a small shipyard over here, and then we will see what we need to make a an Aeon hopper. Right, so that requires hull plating. It's very small. We also require a small engine. That's produced at a fabricator 2. Didn't really account for that, but we can throw down a fabricator as well. I need some more. Need some more of these. Need some more of these plate things. Right, fabricator over here. Engine. Beautiful. That's actually remarkably simple. Here to here. Here to here. Here to here as well. And then this box to there. Right, that may be slightly overkill, but it should be enough to make it all work together, I think. Right. So we just need to let that sort of chill. We need to let that cook a little bit. The queue we can adjust so that we've got 5 in this queue. It is going to take a little bit of time before everything sort of arrives here, but it'll get done eventually. That's looking good. Very, very happy with that. Do we need to supply any additional resources? Heck yeah, we do. We really do. And it would be a great time to think about building that miner. We need some nanoplating, and we need a computer. So I'll take all of that then, I suppose. Will that get us to the mine? It will. Almost. We're kind of close. What's stopping you from working? Yeah, I need to nip around and collect some more asteroids. I also want to do a little bit of exploration as well. I've not done a huge amount of scouting or indeed destroying enemies. I do need to perhaps think about how I supply my resources a little bit more. But yeah, I'm gonna go on a little bit of a hunting expedition to see if we can try and destroy some enemies. Get some loot, I suppose, on the way. And also have a little bit of fun. Ooh, looks like there's another node. Looks like there's another node specifically over here. That looks like a carbon node, if I had to guess. Don't really want to take any hits or damage. But I will just use my incredible skills and maneuverability in order to whip around here. Also, that's a gold. Let's yoink this, thank you. Yoink that. And there was more stuff over here, wasn't there? Yep. Yoink that. Yoink that. That looks kind of new and unique. Yeah, there's another gold node over here. So we're going to be able to, hopefully, automate our resource collection so that I don't have to faff around with collecting asteroids, which, don't get me wrong, I do like. I think it's pretty darn fun and pretty darn satisfying to do. Also, we just got an optional production milestone. Can I complete that? I can certainly try. Produce the following items. On completion, you'll receive 24 engines. That's an absolutely amazing deal. 24 engines for absolutely nothing. That's going to mean that we can easily build these computers. Right. Nip back. Collect all these resources. Beautiful. And is that our first ship there? It looks like it is. We're still going to need a few more resources in order to make everything happen. But it's fine. My little robot is becoming a little bit full here. But that's okay. Right, move the ship out of the shipyard so that we can get some additional space cleared out. We're starting the process. How many computers do we have? Not nearly enough, but we do have 24 small engines, which will do us just nicely indeed. All right, I'm gonna collect some more resources. We're gonna get this job done, and then hopefully we're gonna collect all of the resources that we need to set up a mining outpost, which should be fairly simple to do. Right, I've collected a bunch of resources. Our production of the ships is coming along nicely. In fact, we should get the job done like really quickly there. I mean, if I put that into, it doesn't even matter if I put it into the input. We've got all the resources. There we go. Our fourth one is just up and running. What I want to do, however, is head on over here. And I think, should probably have checked before I set out. Yeah, because I need fiber optics. We are in a position where I can probably build a miner right now. Yoink a few of those fiber optics that I stashed in the computer construction area. And in fact, if I go out to this derelict ship, does this derelict ship not require a computer to unlock? It totally does. There we go. Computer, unlock, boom, and we get a few additional resources. Not quite sure that's worth a computer, but hey-ho. Either way, this is what I'm after. This is the titanium ore node, and we would like to throw down a miner over here. Let's build that. So this is immediately going to kick out a little complaint, given that it is low on power. That is actually to be expected. What I want to do is throw down a vertical connector over here. We can then go into power over here, which is gonna be good. Can I align with the sun perfectly? Nice. We should be able to, yeah, usage is 20, produced is 30, so we're actually a little bit in the positive over there. And then what I'll do is I'll set up a storage unit right over here, and then we will set up a link from there to there. So as we produce the titanium, we should immediately throw it into the storage unit, which is fine. Now, at the present moment, we don't have any way of moving resources around between different sort of between different sort of stations, between different base stations, but I suspect that that is something that we are going to be able to do very, very shortly indeed. For now, however, we've just got to sort of let it cook and just let it sort of chill. Just chill over there, and I will come back here and throw in a few more resources. Meteor strike incoming. Good timing. I will go and figure that out right about now. We need 25 computers. How many have I managed to produce? Well, I've got 6 on my person, robot thing, whatever, and 4 in there. Yeah, and we are not making them quickly enough. We need more fiber optics. Hence why I left a whole bunch of fiber optics there. But I want to keep the fiber optics because I need to use them for stuff. I just need more. I need more silica. That's what I need. Either way, let's go and stop these. Let's go and stop these meteors, which should take absolutely no time at all. And then let's maybe see if we can try and set up some more little mining outposts. Good. Right. 2 of them, right on top of one another. Nice. Meteor strike has ended. Did they drop meteor cores? No. Well, did you drop any goodies? No. Oh, what's that there? That's titanium. Is that a little bit closer than the other node? I mean, it doesn't particularly matter, does it? Yeah, so these were the 2 nodes that I had identified that I wanted to see if I could build upon. Carbon over there. Beautiful. Let's do it. Build out there. We're literally just going to get the exact same setup for both nodes, if I can. Cool. And then we'll get this one set up, and we'll get that one set up as well. You need aligning. I would be happy to align. Okay, gold, carbon. We have got... What's that? 2 out of 3? No, 3 out of 4? Yeah, so we just need to find a silica island, and that would be great. If we locate and destroy 4 slingers, then that will give me some glass fiber. Slingers are a type of enemy, so not exactly sure where we are going to find them, but we can just sort of venture out and see if there's any enemies. That's a slinger. Ah, you'll do just nicely. Thank you very much. I mean, literally, like, taking candy from a baby. Beautiful. Yoink all of that. What do you need? You need a little bit of glass fiber? 1 out of 1 glass fiber to unlock? It's a lootable wreckage. Oh! What the heck is that? That is an artifact. Very interesting. Right, let me yoink the containers. Or indeed anything that is yoinkable over here. This is an interesting thing. Okay, so this is the first artifact that I've come across. I need to take this back to the base, which is absolutely what I'm going to do. But I actually need to build a brand new bit of kit in order to use it properly, or in order to use this artifact properly. We'll go into here. We'll build an artifact analyzer. Get that built, and oh, it automatically gets sucked in. That is very, very satisfying indeed. Okay, this is going to take 5 minutes in order to get sorted. Don't particularly care. We can kind of leave that, let that chill. Yeah, fiber optics. Where am I manufacturing the fiber optics? It's up at the back here, isn't it? It is. Unfortunately, I think I need more glass fiber in order to manufacture more fiber optics. Yeah, and I think I probably need more silica. I definitely need more silica. So, that's my mission. I'm going to go out on a little bit of a hunt for a silica mine, a silica asteroid. We'll see if we can try and find anything. No idea if we will. That's titanium. We've already explored that. But I'll see if I can try and find... oh, water ice. Interesting. I don't really need to fight any enemies. That's an ice asteroid. Very curious. We'll just explore. We'll explore. We'll see what we can find. Okay, out here exploring. It looks like I have found this sort of edge of the world. There's also a little base over here, which I'm gonna obviously yoink everything that I can from. What do you require? Do I have that in my inventory? I do. Oh, and it's another artifact. Very nice. Okay, I like that a lot. I don't think I've worked on the first one quite yet. No sign of another silica... no sign of another silica deposit, or even the first silica deposit. So I'm going to keep hunting. That's my little outpost. Do I want to yoink the titanium? I will yoink the titanium, sure. I mean, we're heading back to the hub anyway, so we might as well take everything back. Alien artifact, we will leave just chilling around there. The titanium, I guess we stick into here. Into the atomizer, because then from the atomizer it will be distributed accordingly. Back to the grind. I'll see if I can try and find some silica in the meantime. Destroy some enemies. Have a little bit of fun along the way. I have found a silica node. I am deep in enemy territory, and in fact I've just been cruising around. This is a seeker, which punts out heat-seeking missiles, which is fine, to be honest. They're pretty lazy heat-seeker missiles. I think eventually they run out, but I can also destroy them if I want to. Yeah, but, I mean, what's the point, right? I mean, they just destroy themselves. Either way, this is a silica node over here, which is great, because I need the silica node probably more than anything else. That was absolutely horrific aiming, Potato. Right. Destroy this, clean up on aisle 4, and then get expanding over here. We'll see if we can try and set up an additional miner as well. Okay, we're actually midway through scanning the second alien artifact that we've got. I am very interested in seeing what this gives us. It gives us these tech points, right? We can increase the hit points of the drone. Well, I don't think I've actually taken any damage yet. Max carry weight's pretty cool. Increases the available inventory size. 30% less damage from electrical sources. Laser power. Energy storage and 10% recharge speed. Maybe? 10% extra solar power. Items will move 20% faster. Freighter speed, yield from atomizers, station hit points, resource output from miners. Probably the 20% faster between station modules. That's the most useful thing, I think. How am I doing with regards to computers? Not super hot, to be honest. I mean, my computer over here presumably isn't... Yeah, it isn't mining, or it isn't in... It isn't operating because I still just do not have enough fiber optics. Turns out fiber optics are the piece of the puzzle that is absolutely destroying me. Also, I haven't set these up. That's a little bit annoying. Did I link them up? I did. I just didn't set the recipes. Yeah, we just don't have enough glass fiber coming through, which means that we just don't have enough silica. Yeah. 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 I mean, there's a lot of demands on the silica, so probably more important than ever that we get a mine set up. Oh, just exploring another alien artifact. Don't mind if I do. I'll take that back to the base as I go on a little resupply run, collect some more resources for building this mine. And with that, my silica mine is up and running. Very, very good. It's going to take a little while before it actually becomes useful. However, we're almost to the station extraction level 4, or whatever it is. I think I've explored, like, a lot of the area. He says coming across an area that he's not actually discovered yet. There's, like, a little base over here, which we can destroy. I'm not really here to destroy the base. I was more here to destroy the asteroid. Or the meteor even, I suppose, when it's in space. I don't think I'm likely to take much damage, but here we go. It's good. What is that? Is that a water node? That better not be another... That's another silica node. I can't believe it. You know, they're like buses. You don't see one for ages, and then when you do see one, they all come at once. Either way, we did destroy that little outpost. Yoink all this stuff. Very good. Anything of interest? Not really, to be honest, but that's fine. See, oh, I just smashed into that rock there. That's fine. You know, that's the cost of doing business, I'm afraid. Right, let's nip around, collect a few asteroids, head back to the base. We can do a little resupply mission if we need to. To be honest, I think I probably just need to start filling up the atomizer again. Oh, sorry, ships. Ended up dragging you away there from where you were supposed to be. Yeah, probably just need to be nipping around, doing a little bit of asteroid harvesting. Taking them back, putting them in the atomizer, just to sort of get things cleared up, so that we can make that last little bit of production happen on our computers, which basically all require silica. That's it. Look at that. I've just done a little resupply run, moving everything from our mines into the atomizer here. Let's do a little bit of everything, to be honest. I should maybe have a storage bin. I need to actually grab my resources back from here in order to build stuff again. But you know, the point remains. I think maybe a storage bin over here, which is just all of my excess, and then I set up a link from there. Oh, I can't go into there. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Well, I guess I can manually move it in. It would be nice if I could actually move directly into the atomizer. I can understand why not, but... I mean, alternatively, I could just set up sort of, like, links to absolutely everything, which, I mean, is a little bit cumbersome, but does mean that I can just sort of drop off stuff here, which I guess is fine. Right, I think I should have enough computers in order to fulfill this objective. Let's bang. One more. It's perfect. One more computer. Boom, get that done. Amazing. Station Expansion 4 has been completed. We've unlocked a freighter dock and a defense turret, both of which will be quite good. Also, unlocked an upgrade for this storage unit. It requires some nano plating and some reinforced frames. The superconductor we've unlocked. We've actually picked up a few superconductors just from stuff around the world. But the point is... There we go. The point is it a new type of ship? An Aeon Courier, a light courier ship. Yes, I am very interested in this. We need to produce more of these Aeon... I don't know what the Aeon hoppers are actually useful for, but the point is that if we're able to get some of these Aeon Couriers, I suspect we can start thinking about automatic deliveries between all of the different locations, which I'm very interested in doing. Let's see if we can try and at least get one freighter set up, and then we can experiment with titanium deliveries, or indeed any other type of deliveries for that matter. Probably silica is the most useful, right? Yeah, I think so. I've also got a second silica smelter after quite a long time. I feel like we should maybe get another one, because it does seem like all of my issues stem from the fact that we just don't have enough silica. So let's go and fix that. Yoink another 2 down. Link up the... both systems, actually. There we go. Make sure that this is all set up accordingly. Beautiful. Make sure the recipe's set for glass fiber and for glass fiber. That's good. Oh, I almost forgot that we've got some tech points. Yeah, very nice. And I think I want to invest in... I think I want to invest in station modules again. Freighter speed? Do I care about freighter speed? Yield from atomizers? I don't think I do. I think I care about, like, movement of resources around, because I think that's... Yeah, I think that's the most useful thing that we could possibly have, because that will allow resources to theoretically get to their locations faster, and therefore, hopefully we won't be hitting our max output. I don't think there's a way that I can actually tell what the sort of output is. Yeah, I mean, there is a sort of, like, advanced view, but I don't think that really shows us if our hub is near sort of max capacity or anything like that, but oh well. That's fine. This is clearly not happening very quickly at all. Looks like we need more hull plating. I will yoink in 12 of my own hull plating, and to try and fix... I mean, I'm trying to look at what the issues are. It looks like we've got plenty of titanium, which is good. Don't get me wrong. Very good. I will take back some of these bits. One ship is waiting at the shipyard. That's cool. Take some of these things out. I think we are maybe a little bit over capacity in the storage bin. Take the small engines. Small engines can go into there. That's fine. We don't need to be storing necessarily everything in the storage in the hub. We got a lot of gold that we're not doing very much with, which is a bit of a shame, but oh well. Right, what do I need in order to build? Yeah, the freight dock. I need 5 computers, 25 composites. Defense is a simple turret as well. I guess we need a freighter dock at each end, so I'm going to need, what is that, 50 composite and 10 computers. We are probably low on the old computers, just based on the fact that it takes an absolute age to make them, because there's just no fiber optics coming through. I mean, jeez, the efficiency is just absolutely miserable. Like, it's really, really bad. Yeah, so what I can do over here is that we've got these smelters that are making the molecular bonding. I can go into... one is the lowest. I can go into here and toggle the priority for delivery up, which I think is what I want to do. But fundamentally, if it requires a little bit of patience in order to get it all sorted, then that is what it's gonna take. I can throw in, there we go, nanoplating into the production facility, optional production goal. I will take that any day of the week for 150 fiber optics. That's a great deal. It's gonna allow me to get the computers done slightly quicker. Tell you what, to make sure that they don't get lost in the ether, why don't I just bang them straight in here so that we have the computer source guaranteed. Did I queue up? I did queue up some additional freighters. Let's reduce that to nil so that I can take the computers out here, because I really just want to get one freighter set up. If I could just get that'd be great. We need some more nanoplating, so I need 10 computers. Okay, we can do that. Right, I think I've assembled all of the goodies that I need in order to make the freighter dock. Let's get this linked up. I mean, here's actually not too bad. I don't really want to be using a whole lot of capacity where I don't have to. I mean, is here? I mean, it may look a little bit daft, but it means that I can go directly from here into this storage unit, which is already sort of all sorted. Freighter Mark 1. I've already got a freighter. I'd say I've already got a freighter Mark 1. I've already got a courier. Do I need to make this bad boy? I mean, a light courier ship. I mean, that should be fine. I still don't really know what I'd do with the ships. I mean, I had the 5 of the Aeon hoppers, but I mean, yeah, I don't know what to do. Either way, we've got this set up. Can I plumb you in here? How does this work? Add to to-do list? The hull plating? Mark 1 freighter? I guess we build it here? Oh, we literally build the freighter, like, right in the... we build it right in here. Okay, that works completely differently to the shipyard. Okay, so the shipyard and the freighter station are just completely disconnected. Okay, where am I going to build my first... Where am I going to build my first point? Well, first of all, we need to set up an output directly into there. Again, I know it looks weird, but I think it's the best... I think it's the best case scenario. I think silica mine has got to be the first resource that we tap. It's also going to be, I mean, the furthest away. I mean, it's miles and miles away relative to just about everything else. But we do have lots of silica, and it does mean that I have to come here less if we have to sort this. Modules are low on power. The sun alignment is pretty good. We got the gold to do another solar panel, so we might as well just throw it down. Right, so freighter, we, believe it or not, have an opportunity to do another one. Right, so pick up from beta, drop off at alpha. Wait for resources, 60 seconds. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's just fine, right? So is that going to mean you're going to come all the way out over here, or are we going to... We're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait and build another docking station over there. I think. Well, we should see. We'll see if our freighter is en route. Gotta be honest. It looks like it. Heck yeah! Look at that. Okay, so now we just need to wait for our freighter to come back in here. I can build another one. I can build another freighter dock. I need a few more computers. But that's fine too. I mean, we've got a load of titanium. I mean, probably titanium is what we want next. We've got plenty of gold ore. We've got plenty of carbon. Titanium isn't a million miles away, but we might as well get the system in place now. I think I set the other system up correctly, but this is going to be another opportunity to just double check that everything is good. We'll build a freighter in here. It looks like we can make another freighter, I guess, once this one leaves. Gamma, we're going to do gamma to alpha, right? So pick up from alpha and drop off there. Yeah, is that it? I think that's actually it. We're going to link you to there, and let's see if this ends up working out. I don't know how long we're going to wait here. It says wait for resources 20 seconds. It might be a little bit longer than that, but freighter beta. Oh, whoops. Now I was set on freighter alpha. Freighter alpha is just going to go between beta and alpha. This is very confusing, but it turns out that there are stations that are called beta and alpha, and freighters that are called beta and alpha. So this is freighter beta, but we're going to be picking up from gamma and dropping at alpha. That's a little confusing. That's a little confusing. But it's working. It's working. It's going to take a long time to recharge. How do I feel about this? I probably think that we should just be outputting directly into the... Probably outputting directly into the station. But I mean, now that we've got the storage thing in there, I suppose that's fine. We get basic frames. That's okay. Where's my silica ship? Probably not on the way back yet. I should also queue up a whole bunch of... I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Get that all done. We need 10 computers in order to make this all work. That's fine. Let's see if the ship comes in here, drops things off in the way that it should. It looks like we can make another freighter in here if we wanted to. That would be, just to confuse everything, that would be freighter gamma. Looking good, though. Looking good. Looking very good. Nice. Are we going to see any of the unload? Unfortunately, we're not, because I don't have any clear... sections. Although we can just about see it. There we go, between the two areas, handing over there. Look at that. Look at that. And we can now upgrade this bad boy into a level 2 storage unit, which I think is perfect. All right, this is looking great. This is looking fantastic. This is all completely automated. I absolutely love this. And just in the nick of time, my my ship comes back with absolutely nothing in it. So clearly I've messed that up. Let's go and see what we've done. Yeah, it was the link between the storage unit and the freighter dock. My bad, my bad. The other thing that we could probably think about doing is we probably just need like one freighter to go between the miner here, the two miners here, because they're so darned close. And it is going to take, I mean, another 2 freighter docks and another 2 little bits of power production and setup and all that sort of stuff. I'm going to make sure that I link this up real quick right now. But yeah, I mean, we can get this all up and running for sure. So we'll build the freighter there. I'm not going to immediately start using you quite yet. I love this. I love how it's all coming together now. It's properly automated. It's brilliant. You are almost ready to come out of the production facility. What did I need? I came here for computers. I almost guarantee that I won't have enough. But that's okay. What do we need for more computers? It's more fiber optics. Oh, it's always more fiber optics. It's over here, isn't it? Yeah. Right, got the resources for the freighter dock. No, I don't. I need 5 more composite. That's it's very annoying. But it's fine. I don't have the composite. Why do I not have the composite? Where's the composite going? It's being eaten up by something. I don't know what it is. It's this. Right. Give me that. Give me that. I need 25 composite. Perfect. Yoink it out of the engine production. I really don't care. Do I need any more engines? I mean, I have like... I have 106 engines, in fact, and 4 on me. I have like 110 engines. There's a lot of engines. Well, is it? I don't know. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Freighter dock, yep, bang that down. I've already got all of the sort of requisite infrastructure here. Immediately get that set up. That's good, so we should immediately start pumping out gold into here. Now, this is base freighter dock Epsilon, but freighter Gamma I have built already over there. So freighter dock Delta. Right. So, what we want you to do is we want you to pick up resources. What the heck base is this? This is freighter dock Delta. Pick up from Delta and Epsilon and drop off at Alpha. Right? I think that's it. I think that's all we want to do. So it should do a little hop, skip, and a jump over to Epsilon now. I hope. We'll have to wait and see. This is thrilling entertainment. There we go. Okay. Finally, the pilot or the AI is kicked in and it now works a little bit better. I'm going to help out here and just manually move all of the gold in so that we can at least see a full hull, because I think that's kind of important. There is some slightly worrying news back at the base, which I will talk about in just a second. And no, it's not the fact that there is one ship that is waiting in the shipyard. I did that on purpose so that the next ship wouldn't consume all of my computers. That's not even the worrying news. I've got even more worrying news in just a sec. I just want to see you get loaded up. Beautiful. You've got a full load. Fantastic. You can move right along. The worrying news, which I think is going to start to become a big problem, and this is not really something that I thought we would hit as close as we have, or as soon as we ended up doing, but it looks like we're not able to just remove these resources fast enough. I know we got a max item throughput of 240, but I just don't think that that's upgradable at all. So we're just kind of like stuffed, I guess. We just kind of have to deal with it. I don't think we have any more alien artifacts that we can throw in. Oh, look, there's a titanium ship with another 700 units of titanium, which is good. Have we got... Oh, yeah, I tell you what, I can remove you from the dock now since we don't really need to not do anything with my computers. That's fine. Oh, who's going to make it there first? Probably the big Gamma freighter, I would imagine. Oh, collision. Little bit of a collision. That's all right, though. You're just going to have to wait your turn, I'm afraid. But that's okay, because there's already a bunch of titanium in there. Oh, and here comes the silica freighter as well. Anyway, look, as you can see, big problem. In fact, was that freighter even fully... I was fully emptied. But here's the crux of the matter, right? Is that we're now going to end up filling... We're now going to end up filling the entire output bin up with the titanium. that means that this freighter isn't even going to max unload. In fact, it's going to stay in the freighter station and just occupy the space. Honestly, I'm probably better sort of like microing this, at least for now, so that I can just get a little bit more silica. I don't think that there's any way to improve this throughput, by the way, which I think would be my major criticism of this game if I had to make one. At least if there is a way that I can do it, I haven't figured it out. Because I've got the sort of faster move rate, but I don't have the increased capacity. Yeah, bit of a kicker that, unfortunately. Oh well. Either way, on that note, ladies and gents, we're gonna wrap this up. I'm a big fan. Outworld Station. This is really, really good. Now, at the present moment, I believe this is in early access. I am going to save up here. Sure, we'll save, do a new little save file. Now, if you... Yeah, fine, save and quit. Great. If you do check out the game, then there are, I believe, other resources and other sort of like different levels available. I don't know if these are available in early access right now, but there's lots of stuff. There's lots of stuff here, and even if it's not here right now, there's definitely a lot of potential, and I'm very excited for that. 15 artifacts. I discovered like 3 there. Looks like there's some more resources as well in the future levels. A junkyard, yeah, definitely interested in exploring all of that. But yeah, very cool little game. Really like it. Definitely check it out if you're interested in automation games, especially if you're interested in automation games, base builders in space. Thanks ever so much for watching. I've been Orbital Potato. I'll catch you next time. Bye.